What's up? I'm Camille Paterno, your new jock on the block for the next couple weeks, actually a few weeks, and you are tuned in to Live at Evo. Boom, boom, now he has arrived. I hope y'all are ready because today we're here with Aaron Ross, the vocalist of Vancouver's very own celebrated alternative soul band, the Boom Booms. Hi, Aaron.
Hello,
what's
Camille.
up?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you so much for staying with us and coming over here and being a part of this Live at Evo show.
Happy to do it.
Before we do anything else, would you mind playing a song for us?
Sure.
Awesome. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, let's not waste any time. What should we start with? When will my day come? Lord knows that I waited so long, and all I ever wanted was a true and sacred love that was all mine. I've been wasted, and I've been out of my mind. Oh my God, I haven't played this in a while. Now I'm doing fine. I've been these clean diving all night long. Baby, I swallowed my cellular phone and I took a little wider stance. Armageddon's coming, I'm getting money out now. Before they change their minds, someone let me get it right one time. Lord, I'm ready. Take my body, I'm coming home. Lord, I'm ready. Take my body, I'm coming home. I've been walking down a long road. Sure, a couple things I lost that shine. Baby, but I only got one regret, and that's that I never made you mine. Guess I had no reason why I should stop. It was just pleasing me, so why not? Filling up the gas again, falling in love fast again. And said I wouldn't do it, but it's not your fault that I'm slow to heal. But I swam the waterfall to show you how I feel. And Lord, I'm ready. Take my body, I'm coming home. Lord, I'm ready. Take my body, I'm coming home. Dancing with those demons while I'm reaching for it. Honey, oh, eyes of love, meet me above the fire and rain. Oh, and changing, it comes around when I find myself in your shoes. But I've been so afraid to show you, like my soul might fly away. Oh, hey.
That was beautiful. Lord, I'm ready. I guess that's the title of the song, yeah?
That's the title of the song,
So
yeah.
what is it about, actually? Did you write it?
I did write it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
what is it
it's
about?
an interesting one, that song. It's, it was a friend of mine named Daniel Kingsbury committed suicide some years ago. And we weren't super close friends in the sense that we spoke all the time, but I felt like he was a kindred spirit.
Right.
We were partnering in environmental stuff. He started this thing called the Jellyfish Project, which was about going to schools and talking about climate change to kids. And he was, we had a good connection. And he sadly took his own life some years ago. And this song was like a reaction to that. It was like me imagining some kind of framing of being in his mind, saying, Lord, I'm ready to go home. Like to find some kind of peace for him. So it was a little bit, and I don't know, the lyrics sometimes, this was one of those songs where I didn't want to overthink it. So, it's more about the feeling for it. And it was one of those things where I was like, this is the song, the chorus is that. And then we had the groove, we were writing it, and then I just kind of freestyled the stuff in the studio with the guys. But I just jibber jabber. I do that all the time, as a lot of artists do when they're writing songs, right? You're just singing gibberish. I've been walking down from this kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And I was trying to write the song. I was trying to figure the lyrics out. Yeah. And every time I was getting more organized and putting more thought into it, it was getting worse and worse. And at a certain point, I thought, you know what? I'm just going to listen back to the demo session that we had when we wrote it. And I'm going to find words that sort of just feel right with the cadence of the gibberish. And so ultimately, and there was a bunch of real words in there, so I kept them.
A bunch of real words.
You know, it's like gibberish, like wasted, and then I'm like, oh, that's good. Let's keep that.
I love that.
The songs for Daniel, that's like the feeling of the song, which is the main thing. That's what it's about.
It's really beautiful. Like now knowing why you wrote it, it's more like emotional. I was getting teary-eyed, but try and suck it up.
I feel you. If it on the right night or the wrong night or something, I can do it too. Where you just you start thinking about it, and you don't want to cry on stage, but at the same time, you do want to be in the emotion of the song.
Exactly, and you want to be authentic, right? So,
yeah.
I really love that song. Sweet.
Thanks.
So, again, thank you for joining me here today at Live at Evo. And I was telling you before we were recording, I was so excited to meet you. I was listening to your playlist and I was just like floored. It reminded me of my childhood, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. My family is a family of musicians, and so they played music. And when I heard your playlist, I was like, I'm back home. Like, I'm back in the Philippines. I'm listening to my uncles and, like, playing drums and guitars and everything. And, like, it was just, now I'm getting teary-eyed again. It's just, like, so emotional. And, like, it really takes me back home. So I appreciate that.
Wow.
I appreciate your music.
Thank you so much.
But, yeah, so you probably get asked this a lot.
That's okay.
Why is it called the Boom Booms?
Right. Why is it called the Boom Booms? So when we were starting out, as a lot of bands do, right, we're going, okay, so in 2007, I put out an album.
Right.
Right. I released it as Aaron Ross, actually. Oh. And then we sent out all the promo material. This is like, the internet was different back then, right? Yeah. I don't even think Twitter was maybe just starting or something. So, we were all in MySpace still. Anyway, so we, like the Google landscape was different. Yeah. So we didn't realize that there was a guy in California by the name of Aaron Ross too. So we got all these replies from radio stations and blogs and like all these newspaper outlets. They go, yeah, thanks for sending us the thing, but we know we already have your album. We got it last month. I go, oh crap, there's this other guy in California called Aaron Ross.
And a musician too.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, who had just released an album of folky music that was similar to mine.
I see.
Anyways, so we came up with the name Aaron Nazrul because I used to work with these guys that called me Nazrul, and we thought, okay, that's got a cool sound to it. Ooh. Let's go with that. So released the first solo album as Aaron Nazrul.
Okay.
right? And then when we started the band, the like sort of during that year to perform the stuff, and we were trying on names. I couldn't even remember any of the names that we made up at the beginning. But one of our friends here, this is on air credit to our buddy Eric Brinkman. He said, "What about the Boom Booms?" I had the lyric "Boom Boom" in one of the songs off the album. Because I was in like Vietnam and Cambodia and Thailand when I wrote a lot of the music on the first record, and I always just thought it was hilarious. I was like, people would say "boom boom."
Does it mean something?
It means it means like sex.
Okay, I love that.
And so I just thought it was hilarious, this whole thing.
They do this,
actually. The boom boom. And it wasn't a big thing, but it wound up as a lyric in one of the songs. So then Eric thought, okay, that's kind of funny. What about the Boom Booms? You know, we tried it on that night, right? Every show we tried on a new name at the beginning. Because we didn't want to, it was like Aaron Nazarel and the this, or and the that, and the that. And then we tried on the Boom Booms and it just stuck.
Yeah, I think I really like the Boom Booms. Boom.
I don't know why that should be our tag too.
I know.
Why don't we do that? The Booms.
Yes.
There you go. 13 years in, we're starting it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Camille.
You're welcome. I'm sure the guests or the listeners now I'm gonna be like, can we hear another song from Aaron already? Just shut up already, Camille. So please, Mr. Ross.
I think I'm gonna go right back to the beginning. This one's called "Take These Chains." It's off the first record. By now, girl, you may know by now. I've been watching you lay by the fire, while my desire keeps getting stronger. How could I strangle my voice? This ain't a choice, just to prolong it. And ooh, I could touch you like ice and hold on to you like the night. I've been sketching patterns in your hand, like you were the sand and I was the water. Baby, so blow out the candle. I know you can handle just what we've got here. Come on and take these chains from off my back. Could be swayed to my side, time will not let me down. Take these chains from off my back. If you could be swayed to my side, time will not let me down. Oh no. Could touch you like ice and hold on to you like the night. I've been sketching patterns in your hand, like you were the sand and I was the water. Baby, so blow out the candle. I know you can handle just what we've got here. Come on and take these chains from off of my back. If you could be swayed to my side, time would not let me down. Take these chains from on my back. If you could be swayed to my side, time would not let me down.
Yes. Thank you, Aaron. So you're still with me here live at Evo with Aaron Ross of the Boom Booms.
Trademark.
I want to know another thing is what is your creative process like? Can you explain that to us?
Yeah, totally. My creative process is always melody first, right? I'm always just bopping around and there's a little radio in my head that's turning things over and over, like all day. And if you live with me or something like that, you'll know that I'm just like walking around the house singing and going ba ba bing 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 ding ba ba ba.
That's amazing.
So for me it's that, and then I'll kind of go, oh, that sounds cool, and then I'll stop what I'm doing and then I'll go pick up the guitar and play some chords and kind of, okay, now we got a little thing going, right? And it just really starts with that. And then the gibberish, I might have the nugget of an idea of what the word will be that'll kind of set the song going.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm like enjoying writing about things. I think, I like processing something real.
Okay.
Sort of like taking the opportunity of writing the song to work over an event in my like in a therapeutic kind of way. But sometimes I've gone through stretches where I'm just writing songs from a like enjoyment thing or like a, kind of like the Beatles. If you hear them talk about songwriting, or you're just writing a song you don't know what it is and you're just writing it. No matter what, you're expressing something that's inside you because you're the one writing the song.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have an agenda and you go, I want to write a song about this thing. But oftentimes when you try to do something, when you try too much of the song, is when it doesn't work. It's the nice ones is when it just comes out of you.
So before we hear another round of your soothing voice, I have one more question. So I know that I said that the Boom Booms are an alternative soul band, but how would you personally describe your genre and your music?
Yeah, tough one. We've really not stayed in one lane our whole career. Like there's songs that are pretty straight ahead funk. There's some poppy stuff. Yeah. There's like some soul stuff.
Some reggae too.
There's some reggae, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then there's like a Latin vibe. There's some songs in Spanish.
Yeah.
And then there's songs that have like a really strong Latin influence. Some like African influence in some of the stuff too. Yes. You could say.
I heard that.
Then there's folk, and then there's rock. Right, so we really didn't clamp ourselves down as far as touching different styles. So I don't know what we call it.
A unicorn.
A unicorn.
Band.
The Boom Booms are a unicorn. We're getting paid every time we do that.
Yeah. All right, so I guess you're a unicorn band, alternative soul folk, reggae. Aaron Ross.
Maybe okay, let's do something Latin because we're just talking about that. Okay, this one's off Hot Rum, Besándote. Besándote, mirando tu cara otra vez, me hace pensar de los tiempos lindos que tuvimos, tú y yo. No me quedé, creía sabía que no podía quedar más que un momento en un lugar. Pero ya sé, amorcita, I'm reminiscing in my mind all the long forgotten times. Oh, you and I had, we should get back together. And in the night, when you're all alone and tired, don't you ever wish that I was there again, holding you tight. I'm not leaving, I never said goodbye. I'd give my life, all my time away, 'cause it feels like a woman so right. It feels like a woman so right. Reminiscing in my mind all the long forgotten times that you and I had. We should get back together. And in the night, when you're all alone and tired, don't you ever wish that I was there again, holding you tight. Hey, baby, I'm not leaving, never say goodbye. I'd give my life, all my time away, 'cause it feels like woman just so right. Yes, it feels like woman so right.
Ooh, jeez. Aaron Ross, everyone. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks.
So Aaron Ross is the vocalist of the Boom Booms and is here with me live at Evo. And so, okay, so what do you feel is the best song you've ever released and why?
Nice. Depends the day, I guess. Yeah, that's
fair. Whatever I'm
good
feeling.
question. Ooh, best song, top song. Oh, nobody asked that question. I really like a lot of the stuff off the first record. Like Take These Chains and even just some of the simple songs. Like it was just such a captured a moment in my life really
Right.
well. But that's still not answering your question of the best song we've ever done.
Well, while you're thinking, I would say like my favorite song of all your like songs will be You Know.
You know.
Yeah. I
Great.
don't know. It's just you know?
You know?
You know?
You know?
Yeah.
That's a good choice. I
It's-
mean, really, if we're talking about the Boom Boom's best songs, you know, I think it's probably
just
You Know.
Good.
That's
It's
sort
just
of
so
the
good.
one that we hung our career on was You Know.
Really?
You know, it was the last song in our shows for like a decade.
But yeah, that's me though.
That's your top Boom Boom song is You Know.
Yes.
That's legit. I can't knock that choice. That is a totally
But what about you?
That's a solid choice. But what about me? I really don't know if I can pick a favorite.
Really?
But all day and all night too.
All my children are my favorite.
My girlfriend, she's like, my favorite song off Million Miles record is Pandora.
Oh,
I was like, oh, nice, the one where I don't sing.
nice.
That's great.
This is fun.
Cool. Yeah. Maybe Delivered. I think I might have to go with Delivered, honestly.
Why is that?
Something about like the lyrical thing. I was just happy with the way the song moves and like the imagery and the lyrics and stuff. There's something about Delivered that just kind of works.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So I know that the Boom Booms got something happening at the end of this month. And it's specifically on Feb 25,
Yeah.
February 25th in Victoria. Am I right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you tell us more about that and what it's about?
Yeah, sure. So the promoter for the event is our good friend Dane that we've worked with. He's done the reggae and ska, the Victoria Ska Fest for a bunch of years. Great guy. And he's putting on a thing with his team called Garden City Grooves. So it's a quadruple bill with some DJs and other bands, including Shalita from Vancouver, who's a lovely singer with a terrific voice and stuff. You should go check her out. And it's at a hall, which will be a new venue for us in Victoria.
Right.
And it's going to be great to be back in Vic. It's been a while and just great to play.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So where can we find tickets?
Yeah, you can go find the Facebook event on our Facebook page.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there'll be a ticket
Instagram,
link
right?
there. And
Yeah.
also Instagram, yeah.
Great. And if you want to find out more about you personally and the Boom Booms, where can we go?
Yeah, I would go to the Instagram or Facebook page. Really would. Yeah,
Okay.
it's at the Boom Booms, and
Yes.
now I am starting a solo project again.
Amazing.
Yeah, I self-produced a solo record over COVID.
What?
Yeah.
What was it called?
I'm going to call it Lost in the Tropics.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow. I'm excited to hear that.
Yeah, it's more of a produced sound. It's more of like a produced, dancey, like reggaeton, Afrobeats kind of influence. It's still just me doing my thing, but yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's dancey. Yeah, I think you're going to like it.
Where can we find that?
You know what? There is 3 songs currently on my Spotify page.
Okay.
So it's Aaron Ross.
Okay.
You can search Aaron Ross on Spotify.
AARONROSS.
Correct.
On Spotify.
Yeah, and the Instagram page is at Aaron
You forgot
Ross
his
Official.
Instagram page. Okay.
Okay, get Grandpa off of Instagram.
So Aaron Ross
Official.
Official.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just happy to still be doing music and,
Yeah.
you know, chasing the next thing. So I hope you guys stick with me and come find the solo stuff. I'm working on the live show for that right now with Theo, who's the drummer in the Boom Booms. It's going to be a duo performance.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we'll be performing with tracks and doing live instrumentation. I'll be playing guitars and
Okay.
keyboards and singing, and Theo will be doing all the percussion and drumming and singing.
Wow.
But yeah,
That's exciting.
There you go. Thanks for having me on.
Well, thank you.
Live,
Thank you.
love, laugh.
It's that time again, folks. Another song will be sung by none other than Aaron Ross.
Okay, this is Taj Mahal, Queen Bee. Sweet little honeybee, oh baby, been sweet on me. Sweet little honeybee, oh baby, been sweet on me. Ooh, you ride me to my soul, yeah. You ride me to my soul. Ooh, you ride me to my soul, yeah. You ride me to my soul. She's a strider, she can shake it some more. Watch her now, look at her run. She's a strider, she can shake it some more. Dancing, having fun. Ooh, you love me to my soul. Yeah, love me to my soul. Ooh, love me to my soul. Yeah, love me to my soul. Oh, now you're my queen bee. Sweet little honeybee, oh baby, been sweet on me. Sweet little honeybee, oh baby, been sweet on me. You love me to my soul, hey, love me to my soul. You love me to my soul, yeah, love me, love me, love me, love me to my soul. She's a strut, she can shake it, turn. Oh, watch her now, look at her run. She's a strut, she can shake it, son. Oh, dancing, having fun. Ooh, you love it to my soul. Yeah, love it to my soul. Ooh, love it to my soul. Ah, you love me, love me, love me to my soul. Ah, when you're my queen bee. Oh, now you're my queen bee.
Amazing! That was none other than the vocalist of the celebrated Canadian band, the Boom Booms. Aaron Ross, everyone! And so if you want to watch the video of what happened today, it's amazing what happened today. You will never know what this is until you watch the video. But please subscribe to the Evolution Video Network channel on YouTube and follow us on the Evolution Podcast Network on SoundCloud. And before we peace out, a big thanks to Claire Orazietti for the production of this episode, and thank you for tuning in wherever you are looking. And so I'm Camille Paterno with Aaron Ross of the Boom Booms, wishing you a happy
New Year.
Amazing! See you next week live at Evo.
Thanks, Camille.
Thank you, Aaron.